Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is your host, King Gio in the house. Well, yesterday, the police of Puerto Rico arrested 5 men. 5 men were arrested yesterday in connection with the death of legendary boxer Hector Macho Camacho. As you know, in 2012, Hector Macho Camacho had moved to Puerto Rico, and he had gone to a store with a friend of his. And while he was waiting in the car with his friend, he was shot, and he was killed in a shootout. And it wasn't just a shootout; it was just they shot at a friend of his that he was with. That he was the intended target, and unfortunately, Camacho had gotten shot also, and he died a few days later in the hospital in Rio Piedras, Puerto Rico. But it surprised me that they caught these 5 individuals, because most murders in Puerto Rico are unsolved, and that's a fact. And you can look that up. And for whatever reason it is, it's the lack of cooperation from the people because they're afraid. The lack of follow-ups, the way the investigation goes. It's a lot of things, but most murders in Puerto Rico do go unsolved. And like I said, I was surprised that this got solved. This happened close to 10 years ago in 2012 when he got murdered. And it's a shame because Puerto Rico is a beautiful island, and these kind of crimes happen there every day. I mean, crime is crime. Crime will happen anywhere. Not crime is crime, but crime happens anywhere. But Puerto Rico has a propensity to have these drug-related crimes. It's not like back in the 90s or 80s when they killed you in Puerto Rico. They just went after you, and that's it. But nowadays, they're hiring little kids to do the shooting because of the law. So they don't get charged as an adult. That's what I'm assuming they're thinking, because that happened back in the 80s and 90s when the drug in New York was very bad, and they used it to have 15 and 16-year-old kids sell drugs in the street because the law prohibited. The law enforcement officers were prohibited, to charge an adult, a child as an adult. So you give it to a 14 or 13-year-old. They sell it, and they get caught. They get back out. They just have a youth record. That's it. And it's the same thing that's happening here in Puerto Rico. They hire these young kids, and they do the killing, and then whoever's next to them, they die too. Innocently. And that's what's happening. It's sad. It's unfortunate and sad. It's such a beautiful island, Puerto Rico. So the 5 individuals got caught yesterday. They got apprehended. They were arrested, and they were charged for the murder of Hector Macho Camacho and his buddy that was with him. With that being said, as when I get more information about this arrest, I will let you guys know. But the good thing about in Puerto Rico is that murder cases, most trials go by quickly. So in March, you should expect a trial. If it goes to trial and they don't plea out, you expect it to go maybe starts in December, and that's pretty quick. Well, thank you for watching the King Gio Show, and don't forget to subscribe.